Hey guys, Dr. Maningas here, just coming to you with a brief clinical tip. And today what I want to talk about is what does that pesky little kilojoules mean on your devices? So when you're doing a BodyTite, FaceTite, AccuTite, Forma, when you have on the bottom right hand of your treatment settings where you see kilojoules, how do you use that? What does that mean? How do you apply that? So for my practice, the way I think about the energy applied, which is your kilojoules, to me that tells me context of my treatment. It's not necessarily an end finish line or an endpoint goal. So I'm not out to get a certain number of kilojoules. Rather, I use the kilojoules that I've applied to tell me context about the adequacy of my treatment. So at the end of the day, when I'm using Forma or when I'm using FaceTite or I'm using this RF bipolar, what I am trying to get is to a certain temperature. That temperature is my finish line. All the way to get to that temperature, I'm laying down energy. That is your kilojoules. Your kilojoules tells you context about your treatment. Here's an example. If I'm doing FaceTite to the jawline, let's say I get to my temperature on my right side. And that temperature that I set was, call it 40 degrees. Okay, so I set my external temp at 40 degrees. I got to my temperature and it took me 3.5 kilojoules to get to the temperature. And then I go to the left side, same 40 degrees, and I get there in 2 kilojoules. Which one's going to be a better treatment? Well, of course, the side that had more energy. So you see how I use that for context, not necessarily endpoint. So what do? I go back to my side that I'm under treating because there's only 2 kilojoules applied. I add some more tumescent. It's likely been under tumescent because I got to my temperatures quickly. So I add some more tumescent, which insulates this jawline better. And I can add more energy all the while trying to get to my 40-degree endpoint temperature. So I go 3.5, 3.5, now I have a symmetric treatment, and that's how I use those kilojoules to provide me context on my treatment.